Let's go across to some breaking news coming in. These are visuals, we are told at this point, that will bring us the arrival shots of India's latest superstar. This is Mirabai, who has won a silver medal in weightlifting at the Tokyo Games. India's first. So there you see her undergoing a COVID test as she arrives in what it seems like here in India, giving a swab test right now, and soon after she will finally get to her family and get to be with them. The wait has been long. She has, in her interview to NDTV earlier, said that she skipped her sister's wedding to finally to prepare for these games, and she surely had her focus on that one thing on her mind, which is the medal at the Tokyo Games, which she's shortly got it right now. So at the moment seems to be handling some logistics over there at the airport. She has just undergone her test. She just passed over her passport as well and is going to get back. We see some people standing there with flowers. A little worrying to see all of them so close to each other with no social distancing, but there you have it. It looks like the airport staff at this point welcoming her with some flowers over here in the country. Let me see if I have Rika Roy with us on the phone line. Rika, looking at these pictures right now, moment of excitement, lots of emotions, lots of smiles are going to be felt, but a little worrying to see that no social distancing being followed, everybody sort of getting around her for one selfie, for one picture.
Well, Sonal, let me tell you, when Abhinav Bindra had won the gold and come back from Beijing, the people in the airport and the fans who had thronged to the international airport were at least, 50 times more than what you see around Mirabai Chanu today. These are exceptional times, so exceptional arrangements. But yes, of course, what you have pointed out, there are a lot more people than perhaps we would have expected to be. But of course, she deserves all this attention. She deserves to be she is the cynosure of all the eyes after having won that silver medal at Tokyo Olympic Games. She won in the 49 kilogram category. That was India's first medal in the games. Chanu lifted a total of 202 kilograms and she bettered Karna Malleshwari's bronze medal that was won in 2000 Sydney Olympics. So after 21 years, India managed to get a medal. Huge moment for India. She finished behind China's Hao Zhihui, while Indonesia's Windy Cantika Aish won the bronze medal. Now, Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh has announced a reward of 1 crore rupees and a special job in the state for Mirabai Chanu. Of course, now that she has come back, several ministers, several VIPs and VVIPs will be queuing up to meet Chanu before she can head home. As she told in our interview, she hasn't been home, she hasn't seen her relatives, particularly her mom, for a very long time, at least for 6 months now. Mirabai has been away from her home, and before the second lockdown happened, she flew out to USA, and that's where she had been training. She finished the last part of her training before heading to Tokyo for these games. And even before Mirabai reached Tokyo, if you remember, she kept saying that she would win a medal, and she's very, very confident to come back with a medal. She didn't, of course, know what the color of the medal would be, but she and her coach was more than confident that there would be a medal from 49 kilogram weightlifting at the Tokyo Olympic Games. And Mirabai has not just spoken, she has walked the talk, and she said that she's really, really happy on winning the medal. She wrote a very emotional message.
All right, there you go. We're seeing Mirabai actually getting that hero's welcome finally out of that walkway at the Delhi airport. If we can put the nats up on these pictures and just hear those clappings that are going on right now. And at this point, we see lots of people saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai, excitement building up there at the Delhi airport at the arrival of India's new superstar, that is Mirabai. Don't go by the size of that woman, ladies and gentlemen. She is now a silver medalist in the weightlifting category, a category for which India has to wait for a medal for a really, really long time, Rika. That makes it all the more special.
That's right, Sonal. And since you mentioned her size, to put things in context, you know, her quote says, because of her size, because of the fact she can transform into a perfect X while lifting the weight that she gets, she can spread her weight along her body, along her limbs, and gets the perfect balance to be able to lift that weight, which is more than much more than a body weight. Of course, she had entered 210 kilograms and she lifted 202 kilograms to win that bronze at the Tokyo Olympic Games and give India an opening in the medal tally. But of course, because of how her build is, she is able to do what she does, lift, and not just lift in a way that she is supported very well. And now the hero is back home after her Olympic journey. She's been away from everyone for a very long time. She'll perhaps take some time out before she starts preparing, perhaps to turn the silver into gold. Remember, there isn't much time between Tokyo and Paris, because this Olympics happened after 5 years. The next Olympic Games will happen in 3 years' time, which is into 2024. So the athletes will take perhaps a month and a half break and get back to their ranges, to their rings, on their mats to start preparation after finishing these games, because 3 years is not a very long time to prepare, to fine-tune their skills. And I'm sure, having won the silver, she wouldn't be happy. She would like to change the color of her medal, just like PV Sindhu has been saying all this while that the reason she wanted to go to Tokyo was to change the color of her medal. The reason Mary Kom kept boxing even after 2012 bronze medal was because, and all those world championships, was because she was not satiated after the bronze in London. She wanted to convert it to gold, and that's why she's going to be another Manipuri who's going to be boxing in the
And Vika,
Tokyo
it's
Olympic
lovely
Games.
how all the examples that you've really picked up here are all women. Like, look at our squad right now. Look at all our hopefuls. So many women in there. And even better to see a hero's welcome for a sport like this. For decades and years, we've just had cricketers in the country being celebrated this way. But that is now changing, right? We are now seeing heroes being made and careers being pursued in different fields, and so many accolades coming along with that. And this girl is going to play such an important role in bringing in and changing lives and inspiring more people to do the same.
Well,